Many disability advocates claim the removal of genetic conditions could become discriminatory and ableist. They argue that disability can be a vital and valued part of an individual's identity and a driving force behind their success. For example, theoretical physicist Stephen Hawking made significant breakthroughs about the functioning of the universe despite being paralyzed from amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, or ALS. Deaf scientists Henrietta Swan Leavitt and Annie Jump Cannon pioneered the field of astrophysics, while Lewis Carroll, the author of Alice in Wonderland, lived with autism. A major concern for disability advocates is how the decision to edit genes will be made. Many people who are deaf or have autism, for instance, do not consider themselves as living with a disability. In fact, studies have shown that people on the autism spectrum tend to be better problem solvers and are highly skilled at isolating and processing information. So, what do you think? Should parents be given the choice to edit the genes of their unborn children? Or do you think the practice should remain outlawed indefinitely? But perhaps the clearest examples of the we versus me debate in today's world are as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. Like the compulsory wearing of seatbelts, people in countries all over the world were made to wear another protective accessory during the pandemic, a face mask. Governments, following advice from science and health bodies, made this decision for the common good, asking citizens to temporarily reframe their understanding of liberty to stop sick people from spreading the virus and healthy people from contracting it. In other countries, the restriction was met with some resistance, by those arguing that a government-mandated wearing of anything was unconstitutional, a breach of freedom, and incompatible with individualism. Enforced lockdowns and government apps tracking the movement of their citizens during the pandemic are two more examples of how the balance between the common good and individual freedom has been tested in COVID times. So what do you think? Does individual freedom always trump common good, or vice versa? Or are the lines blurred?